Hey Eurovision fans, it's Tom coming to you from Dublin. I'm back for another Eurovision reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to all 7 songs from UMK, that's Finland's national final. So let's kiki. As always, you can use the progress bar if you want to skip to one of the 7 reactions. So as you may know, UMK has got 7 songs this year. They were releasing one every day. I got a little bit panicked because I was starting to get spoilers. So I already released 4 of them as individual videos. I'm going to compile all of those together with my final 3 reviews into this big sexy omnibus compilation video, so you can watch all of them together. And at the end, I'll also give you my rankings and who I want and who I think could win and how that person could do at Eurovision. There's going to be some costume changes and my hair is going to get longer. So let's go to the first one. So the first song released was No Business on the Dance Floor by Keira. Wanna Know My Secret? Bang. Ooh, nice start. Ooh, I like those colorings as well. That teal with the pink, that very like fuchsia purple pink. Ooh. Oh, we're getting lyrics as well. Awesome. This got a really promising starting. It sounds like a well-produced quality pop. I love that we get a really strong idea of what their visual concept is as well. I love that touch of orange in the background as well in the back left. Really pretty ideas. Okay, pop drop, please be good. She looks good. She's bringing confidence. I'm getting 100% confidence from her. Ooh. Oh, I love that mix-up instrumental. That's bringing me Arabian Nights. She's gonna have to bring in out the dance moves in this instrumental. She's gonna have more energy than in the music video. But she might be holding back some of her ideas for the actual live show. This is good. It's feeling very solid so far. I wouldn't expect them to release their best song first anyway. So I think this is kind of on a par with what I expected. Very good, but not probably the winner. And lyrically, I think it's good as well. I like that the chorus is something a little bit different. I've never heard someone use that phrase, no business on the dance floor, before. And I'm always a fan of lyrics that are a little bit new or fresh. Okay, where's she going? Let's mix up. Okay, I like that. I'm getting some Spanish feels as well. The choreography is a little bit low-key. I don't know if that's gonna work. It's quite simple. It's a little bit lower energy than I'd want at some points. But if she can bring the attitude and sass to it, then she can overcome that, or if she lets the background dancers do all the work. Yeah, look, that was a really, really solid starting. I can understand why they picked that. It does kind of give me an appetite for the rest now, because I'm like, okay, I think that we're gonna have a pretty good quality UMK this year. It's kind of a little bit middle of the road. I would guess that's not gonna win, but I don't think it's gonna be last either. That would make sense as the first choice of the song. You want people to kind of like, ooh, get excited about UMK, but you don't want to give away your biggest weapon yet. So I like the kind of like slightly Arabic Nights instrumental that came after the chorus. The rest of it was like good, grand. It was nothing particularly wow or incredibly special about it. It was very solid, dancey, boppy, fun song. Probably a good opener to the show as well. The second song we're reacting to is Benjamin. He's saying Hoida, which is not Estonian. It suggested Estonian to me. Yeah, Hoida, how do I say it? Oh, Hoida, that was pretty good. This is what happens when you watch a lot of UMK. Your Finnish starts getting better. Okay, this is Benjamin. Wanna Know My Secret? Bang. Chilling starting. I'm getting like dark feeling. Oh, okay. Never mind. Straight into 80s erasure feeling. Okay, very erasure. And a slightly different feel from Keira. Ooh, I love Finnish. So mysterious to me. He's probably doing a shopping list, but still. I like what we're getting a story with the music video as well. I think it's a sexy song. I think he's talking about how he likes to be sexed up. Oh, come to mama, baby. Dancing in a greenhouse. We've never had that before. Why not? Are the plants going to come alive? Okay, chorus. Ooh. Yeah, very nostalgic. Oh. Oh, there's some extra elements in the chorus. Yeah, it's got a little bit more depth in the chorus. It's not just relying on the 80s feel. Yeah, nice. Yeah, this is good quality. UMK this year. Oh. I'm trying to look at the visuals but also look at the lyrics at the same time. It's a bit difficult. He really getting down and dirty and sexy in that greenhouse. Trying to make all those plants grow. Ooh, a little bit of choking going. He's drinking the plant water. His plants aren't going to grow if he drinks all their water. Okay, into the chorus again. I'm going to shut up for this one. Yes. Yes, lovely. That's a really great chorus. It's like what the ride wanted to be, but much better, much more unique. It's the ride 4.0. And I mean that a compliment. I like the ride, but I know a lot of people didn't. It's got much more interesting ideas. It sounds a bit fresher. He's got a confidence to him as well that I feel like he's going to give us 100% on stage. Totally uninhibited. Lovely. I totally want to take up horticulture now. He's selling it to me. I'm going to get an allotment and just get sexy with my allotment. Yeah, plants and sex. I didn't know that's what I wanted in my life. He's going, hopefully he brings those hyacinths to the stage as well. I really enjoyed that because I felt at the start, okay, we're getting one of these 80s songs that we do tend to get quite a lot, but it had that something extra that make it a little bit special, had that bump up in the chorus that I really like, that Hoida, and it just had extra stuff. It just felt like it had a little bit more texture and depth and a bit more thought out and not just kind of like this quickly penned 80s copy that's a little bit throwaway that we tend to hear a little bit much. I referenced the ride and it had that same feel, but just better, more variation and undulations than the ride. The ride was quite flat, even though I quite enjoyed the ride. It really didn't go down well the most of people, and it looked and sounded, and I think it was a Melfest reject. That doesn't sound like a Melfest reject to me at all. That sounds like a very, very competent song. Already two great choices for Finland. I think that had a little bit more interesting sounds in it than Keira did, so I would currently put that as my number one. I still think we've got more to come, maybe because I'm greedy, but also because I don't think that UMK will put their best song second. And we come to the third song, which is Packalen. I believe he's quite a big star in Finland. He's got a hyperlink. Oh, so did Benjamin though. He's one of the 70 best selling artists in Finland ever. I don't know why they picked that specific number 70. I would imagine it's because he's 69 or 68 and they wanted to make it the smallest number possible without lying. But yeah, that's pretty good. It's obviously some quite good credential. I personally am not a gigantic fan of big names going in national finals because I do feel sometimes they have a bit of an advantage or a leg up in the televote, and I personally just want the best song to win. I don't mind if that big star has the best song, but I don't like it if they're doing a lot better than they should just from name recognition. I'm jumping the gun, I might like the song. His song is called Girls Like You. Wanna know my secret? Bang. Okay, a lot more. Oh, we're getting the blue, pink color story again. Oh, is he gonna go for a Benjamin and Grosso vibe? Oh, it's very Benjamin, isn't it? Who copied who? Who came first, Benjamin or Robin? Okay. I wonder where he's going now. Is it going into an 80s song? Yeah. I have to admit, I'm getting a bit tired of this electric blue and pinks that we got a lot in Eurovision 2021. There are other colors available. Yeah, it sounds like Benjamin and Grosso's B-side. Maybe it's a bit early for that, but that's my gut instinct so far. Lyrically, it's not doing anything yet. I'll pay more attention to the lyrics, but I haven't picked out one yet that is I haven't heard before. Video's cool now. They're doing some I know, they're just on a weird chair. I thought they were doing like acrobatics. I have to admit now, this doesn't sound as interesting to me as the first two that I saw. And I'm already starting to worry a little bit. Is this going to do better than it should because of his name recognition? I don't know how big his story is in Finland. I'm just going by the fact it's a hyperlink, which you know is something that impresses me immensely. It's fine. It's definitely not bad, but this is not... It doesn't sound like a song. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a winner to me. And I can see he's a handsome guy, so I imagine he's got some people in a bit of a flutter. He's not making me flutter at all. Musically or non-musically. Ooh, okay, I do like his dance moves there. Well, in fairness, he is Benjamin Ingrosso. He's finished Benjamin Ingrosso, so the dance moves have to come eventually. I'm being terrible. I'm sorry, I'm being so mean to this poor boy. To be honest though, I think if he was rhyming a little bit more, yeah, the lyrics aren't awful, but they're not taking me anywhere. They're not riling up my imagination or transporting me. Oh, it just ended. Oh God, I think he had enough of me. He got sick of me and my shitty comments, so he just said, okay, well, screw this, I'm just going to retire. Do you know what? I think it was probably being a little bit, I don't think I was being harsh. I was just maybe holding him to a slightly higher standard because, yeah, if you do have name recognition, that does come with extra votes. And also he's established artist. You kind of do maybe have higher expectations of that. But, you know, on the flip side, he's gonna be a good performer. He obviously has probably got a lot of experience. So if I'm really, really honest with myself, that there was nothing for me there at all. I was looking at the lyrics. I do really like the way UMK gives you the lyrics at the bottom. And it gives you a video. They don't feel like full music videos. They feel very like quite simple lyric videos. It feels like there's some constraints on them. Like they say, okay, you can only be in one room because everyone's always been in one room. He was in one room. Benjamin was in the greenhouse. Keira was in her dressing room. So I think they've been told, pick one room. You can have 6 people. And that's it, and then they can kind of have a little bit of a go with their imagination. You know, I've referenced Benjamin Ingrosso again. I don't know who came first. Maybe Benjamin Ingrosso copied this guy. But yeah, it did give me that vibe. But Benjamin Ingrosso, I think his songs have a bit more of a hook to them. Maybe Robin can bring something like that. He might bring a very slick pop boy performance to the stage, and this could be elevated. But I'm on my 4th song. I have noticed that the name of this song is Something to Lose, so I'm expecting maybe we're getting a ballad, which would make sense because we've had more kind of like upbeat, boppier, sexy, silkier 80s songs, so it would make sense to mix it up in the middle with something a little bit softer and slower, unless it's a dance pop called Something to Lose, but that would be quite a unexpected twist. But UMK definitely knows how to twist me unexpectedly. I think the artist is called Lxandra. I'm not sure, so sorry if I'm saying his or her name wrong. This is Lxandra, Something to Lose. Want to know my secret bang? We getting subtitles? I really like the subtitles. Oh, there's none. Okay, that's kind of sad. I lost something. I did have something to lose. Subtitles. She's got an interesting look. She's got a mullet going on, which I think is the new fad now in hair fashion. You heard it here first. Maybe not. Oh, there is words. Okay. Beautiful imagery. I love that black woven thing. She's giving me a lot of like beautiful artistic dance moves. Beautiful color palette, blacks and whites, but with a little bit of beige and blondes as well. Yeah, it's a really good contrast now to the first 4 songs that we heard. Yeah, very soft. It's going to stand out now because of the songs that it's surrounded by. Adding a little bit of pace into the second verse. Yeah, she's a decent contemporary dancer. She looks like Charlize Theron. Sorry, let's just get that out there. Maybe she can pair it with Reese Witherspoon from MGP semi-final 2. It's not massively impact, but it's definitely built a mood. The mood is lovely. It's soft. It's delicate. Very thought out. Yeah, again, I don't think it'd be a winner, but I think it really adds a lot to the competition to have a mix-up and pace. And a different color scheme, a different feeling coming through. And she's built the song nicely now. I feel the growth through it. And if she feels confidence in these moves now, I think she can pull this off on stage. She doesn't look awkward or nervous. It's a lot of cardio though for this type of song to sing. Oh, I love that hand. Beautiful. What a really, really, really gorgeous ballad. Very intimate. I get the impression she wrote that herself and that she had a lot of input into many of the things. That feels very personal to her. Really, really, really elegant and delicate. Really like that. I don't know if it's got a super wow quality as a ballad. Ballads are a little bit harder to sustain the public's attention with. They do very well with juries because they have that jury baity quality to them. That is quality. I don't think that's jury baity. But I think it definitely has a fantastic place in UMK. Just a different sensibility, covering all genres, but not in a way that feels like, okay, they've only put this in because they needed a ballad. That is a nice quality ballad. She sung it very well. She's obviously very confident in moving her body. I would love to see some of those contemporary moves on the stage, but of course you need to consider singing with that. So you do have to work a lot on her cardio, which is very easily done. Stop smoking. If she can pull it off, it'll obviously be extremely impressive. Okay, full disclosure, you may be wondering, why did I do UMK one video at a time instead of doing all of them together? The reason for it is explicitly because of this song. I am very active on Eurovision Twitter, and I was seeing so many messages and reactions to this, good and bad, and just getting a lot of attention. And I was starting to get audio spoilers as well, and I just wanted to react to it as soon as possible. This song is called Cha Cha Cha, and it's by Käärijä. It's by Käärijä, and Sammy, who on one of the Eurovision blogs explained that it is somebody that his name means somebody who makes a fast buck. In English, it'd probably be something like wheeler dealer. In any case, the thumbnail looks really cool. He's wearing this electric lime green clown type boxer outfit. He's got great boobs, which he's showing off. So this looks like it's gonna be like weird and wonderful. So I'm excited. You know, I love something that's a little bit out of the box. So hopefully this delivers. I'm not sure if it's gonna be in Swedish and English. We're gonna have to find out. So this is Käärijä, One Number Secret Bang. Ooh, exciting. Ooh, exciting. Okay, so he's in a ring, he's wrestling. Oh, God, he's got a banging body. I like his styling as well with the hair as well. Okay, it feels like kind of like industrial, a little bit like techno-German. Okay, cool. Who's he gonna be fighting? Ooh, wow, it's very, very different. Oh, it's like a thrashy metal, angry. Wow, he's got real intensity, doesn't he? I love this like hyper masculinity, but also this like kind of almost like flamenco styling. It's really, 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 it's like super risky, but this is like a real good, I would love to see how this would do at Eurovision, because what else is like this? It would just stand out an absolute mile. I don't know where I'm at with the musicality yet. It's just really catching me off guard. He's got a great performance quality to him though. It's full investment. Wow. It's got like rock elements. The Cha 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 really threw off guard as well. I was expecting something very different from the title. It has got that kind of like anger, passion the Hadrid Mugen Sigra had as well. I like he's got a bit of sense of humor there. You can see sense of humor creeping in different ways. This bit's nice as well because it feels like he's making a connection, a slight connection more with the Eurovision audience. Okay, oh wow. I love his personal style. It's so eccentric and like fresh. Okay, I feel like there's a lot more to latch on. There's electronic elements coming in, feel like a good connection with more to a broader audience. I guess he is wrestling himself. Yeah, it's just really, really interesting. It's really fun as well. So his rival is himself, a different version of himself, with kind of ABBA qualities. He's just a total free spirit, he's just wild. Okay. I can see now why people are talking about that. That is just so fresh and original in terms of Eurovision. Like, obviously it's not fresh in Eurovision in the entire world, but like how often do we see national final songs like that? That is really interesting. It's very provocative. It's going to be Marmite. Some people are going to absolutely and utterly hate that, but that's also going to be some people's number one for the entire season. It's just really different. It had a great musicality to it. I found it very easy to sit through. It had that like thrashy metal sound, but it didn't ever feel like it was too much like it was like a cacophony. Visually though, that's where it really was like, wow for me. I love that green outfit he's wearing. He's got a great body. He's a handsome guy. He's got a real masculinity with him. Masculinity in how he looks and his stance, but then it's juxtaposed with some of his styling, which is definitely playing up to feminine elements. You know, the music video was simple. I said in my previous video, I feel like they've been given the proviso that they can only stay in one room. The room that he chose was the boxing ring, boxing against himself. I have to admit now, the whole sound coming in from everywhere, plus the visual images, it was really hard for me to focus on the lyrics. So I might go through quickly and just have a second listen myself just to look lyrically where it's at. But I did like that around, I think it was around halfway to 2/3 of the way through. It felt like there were more electronic elements coming in, that even someone who didn't like that kind of more thrashy sound still had something to latch onto. Plus it felt like the song wasn't too one note. It had like different levels in it as well. Didn't feel any drag at all. Sometimes when I'm reviewing songs, I feel, okay, I know what's coming, or we're going to get more of the same. With that, I kind of felt like I was constantly kept on my toes and I was bouncing around the whole time, and it kept me alert and awake. And even if people don't like that, nobody's going to forget that at all. And the first job in Eurovision, I always say, is you have to be remembered. If there's 27 songs in the final, when people are in their head choosing, okay, who I'm going to vote for, they're only going to vote for the ones that they remember. That's why being at the end in running order helps a lot, but also being that memorable is also really great. I want that to win. I'm just going to be saying right now, I haven't even seen what the last two songs are, but I want to, because it is daring, risky, feisty, it's got passion. I'm not even saying that that's a song that I might even download and enjoy. I don't even know yet. I don't care. I just like the audacity, just shaking things up. It's a bad boy. It's such a bad boy song to send, and I think it would cause stirs in a positive way. So I can see now why everyone was going on about it. Having said that, even though I saw the image, it still wasn't what I expected. I think I expected something more kind of like weird and unusual, like Conan Osiris, that like weird, quiet, sultry sounds. I know, I'm gonna go in for a quick look at the lyric. Love that it's in Finnish as well. Yeah, so I think lyrically what he's going for, I just listened to it a second time there, I think lyrically what he's going for is he's talking about Dutch courage. In case you don't know, Dutch courage is where you drink to get more confidence, to feel better about yourself. That's what I got from the lyrics, but it might just be going totally over my head. Whatever it is, I still like it. The fact that he's singing about something different. It's not love from above. I think that's a good thing to be singing about. It's something that's in his life. And you can see that I think as he gets drunker, he gets more confident, and maybe he becomes himself in the ring. I also got some vibes from Little Big, that kind of like humor, being able to make fun of yourself, being a little bit ridiculous to try and get your point across. So I really, really hope that he can bring this confidence and personality that he is exuding in the music video onto the live stage. I think this can be a potential person to be talking about winning Eurovision. I know it's very, very early, but I always say that if you want to be in the discussion to win Eurovision, you have to have an X factor. Super bland songs are not going to win anymore. Since I think Heroes was the last kind of blandish song that won. The X factor of Heroes was the interactive stage show. Song-wise though, I think you have to have something very, very unusual and special to win in modern Eurovision, and this definitely has that. I really, really love it. This is what I want in national finals.
Okay, so sixth up for UMK, we've got Kuumaa, and they're singing Ylivoimainen, which means overpowered. And we've got a black and white music video. I wonder if we're going to get something a little bit more low-key. I do actually think that another low-key song would fit in had Lxandra with Something to Lose. But other than that, we've had like quite high energy, so it might be good for us to have something a little bit slower. I remember last year we had that, the three-piece, it was like two boys and a girl. They kind of like filled in that Christian Democrat niche. So let's see if these guys are doing the same, or maybe I've totally misread the situation. Kuumaa, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Oh, okay, now I think we're getting another rave song. Ooh, are we getting lyrics? Okay, yeah. Ooh. Oh, I like this mix-up. Oh, it sounds kind of like a nostalgic 90s song. Was not expecting. I was expecting that kind of Jesus pop. What are they? Kind of like a three-piece boy band? Okay, I like the mood at the start. I do think it's going to have a strong chorus, but I'm pretty on board so far. Oh yeah. God, that's got something in the melody. Wow, this national final is unbelievable. Yeah, that's a complex melody in the chorus. Oh, lovely. It's got a real timeless feel to it, doesn't it? Oh God. Oh, this national final is carnage. I was just expecting this to be shit. I was like, at some point they need a shit song. How can they not have a single shit song in the national final? Okay, yeah, this caught me off guard so much, bloody hell. I'm not saying it's like incredibly viral, my winner, but I was just expecting, you just expect there to be like highs and lows in the national final and not just like constant highs. Okay, chorus again. The chorus has got a real complexity to it. Like, it's kind of all over the place, but it works. It doesn't sound jagged. Oh, it's lovely. And I love its finish as well. Oh, this is really special. Damn it. My rankings are going to be an absolute nightmare to do. Wow. I'm trying to remember who it reminds me of. It's very familiar in this kind of tone. But I'm really, really liking it. It's giving me nostalgia for 80s, 90s and noughties all at the same time. There's just some great sounds in it. It just sounds nice. Yeah, wow. Bloody hell. It's like Finland just hogged all of the talent this year. Bloody hell, it's just crazy. That would be a competitive song in any national final. I would happily argue that. That was really, really lovely. It felt like it was kind of leaning a bit into that 80s trend, but not in a very dependent way. It was like more of a nod to that 80s, and it also had 90s feels to it and noughties. Yeah, unexpected, a little bit different, just felt a bit special. I think there's also the pinch of salt that I went into this. I don't think I had no expectations, but I didn't know what to expect, and it kind of caught me off guard in its pleasantness. That's fine though. Subverting expectations is tight. That's not my quote. That's another YouTuber's quote. Okay, so last up we have Portion Boys, and they're saying Samaa, taivasta, katsotaan. Oh no, I keep doing my Swedish accent when I'm doing my Finnish. That's naughty. I'm gonna piss the Finns off. We look at the same sky. Okay, that's an interesting title. Let's see how to pronounce it. Samaa, taivasta, katsotaan. That's what Google Translate is telling me. I'm just trying to repeat what the robot told me to say. I think we're gonna get something rockier. Let's check it out. Portion Boys, Wanna Know My Secret Bang. Yes, very anthemic right off the bat. Oh, 70s anthemic. Bloody hell, this national final is just, oh, I wish I could go to it so badly. It's so awesome. Oh, it's a pro-Finland song. Okay, it is a song about Finland. Okay. So what do Finnish people have then? Okay, they're gonna mention Ireland? Oh, okay. We don't say much. Do you know Kimi Räikkönen? Okay, I do, yeah, know him. Okay, it's kind of fun. I hope it doesn't win, but it's fun. I think they're leaning into like just funny tropes about the Finnish identity, like not talking much. I wonder if they're going to mention the Irish in the second verse. In terms of a song, I think the song is second place to the lyrics. The lyrics are kind of fun. Okay. Okay, everyone's getting mentioned but Ireland. I feel left out. Okay, come on. We've got loads of stuff you could talk about. Yeah, in terms of the song, I think it's fine. I don't know if it's something I would download. I can't hear anything outside of the humor that massively attracts me. I do like this like high tempo, high jumpy 70s sound though. It is like fun and nostalgic. Okay, we got a statue with laser eyes, that's great. Oh, what's Laser Woman doing? Oh, they didn't mention Ireland. Okay, I'm giving up on that. Yeah, it's a song about unity. It's showing off the Finnish identity, but also saying we all are one. But it's doing it in a fun way. It's not doing it like a super cheesy, like lame way. It's a humor of style. I presume this will close the show. It definitely has closing the show vibes. In the same way, if this went to Eurovision and qualified, it would also close the final. Presuming there were some English lyrics so people understood what they're going on about. Yeah, I thought that was good. I like it as a fun humor entry, and I would like it as an entry if everything else was crap. I'd be like, I actually wouldn't mind that going because it's fun, it's bouncy, it's kind of cheerful and happy, and it's got a fun message. But when we've got so many like really, really good quality, like more proper entries, I definitely wouldn't want that to go through, because it just seems like when you've got like really, really, really great songs and then kind of like, it's not a joke entry, it's a humor entry. There's a difference. There is a big difference. I thought that Give That Wolf a Banana was a humor entry. It had a sense of humor to it. Whether you thought it was funny or not, lots of people didn't. I thought it was very humorous. But yeah, there's a big difference. Joke entries, like where you really are taking the piss out of the competition and you're disrespecting it. There is like genuine, real humor music. If you don't know them, you should check out Lonely Planet. They're one of my favorite humor bands. The humor as its basis. You probably know them from Jizz in My Pants and Dick in a Box. They actually got really good music. Justin Timberlake has a couple of songs with them. Okay, but like overall, I think it goes without saying this is probably the strongest national final that we're gonna have this year. Like, I would love if we had one even stronger, but I think this is one of the strongest national finals we've ever had. It is unbelievable. I'm looking through and we've got 7 really interesting viewpoints. Benjamin has got a brilliant song I've been listening to an absolute ton. Käärijä, I think, is fantastic. I really love how different and shocking and vibrant and badass it is. Keira had a great song. She's very young. I didn't realize. I think she's only 17. But she's got a great, like, more classic girl bop. Then we have Kuumaa, who really caught me by surprise. I actually think I'm going to put that quite high. I really, really like that. I wasn't expecting to as well, so it felt like this like bonus. Lxandra, I thought is great. She's going to stand out now because she's giving a little bit more of a soft, intimate moment. Portion Boys, as I said, I love a bit of humor. And I'm going to be looking forward to what they do on stage because I'm expecting them to bring a humorous and fun show. Again, I hope that they do well. I hope they don't win though. And finally, Robin Packalen, I have to admit now, I don't want to be too harsh on him because, you know, he has just as much right to enter the competition as anyone else. I remember looking at Spotify Finland a couple of weeks ago and 5 of these songs were in the top 10 and the only 2 that weren't were Robin Packalen and Lxandra. If you just look at pure what are people listening to, people aren't really listening to Robin Packalen. So again, I don't think it's going to happen, but I would be pretty... I think a lot of people would be a little bit upset if he won just from recognition. I think there's so many other strong songs, I just don't think that's going to happen. But still, if I could get a ticket, I would go to this because I think it's going to be such an epic party. And I know that afterwards, your ticket there also gets you to go to a club afterwards. So I think it sounds really fun. Okay, so here is my top 7. As I've said previously, I'm a massive fan of Käärijä. I have been listening to the song. I don't think it's going to be my most listened to song this year, but I just love the individuality, the specialness of this. Plus, he's a great performer. I love the change up halfway through. I think it could lead itself to like a wig reveal or something really fun and exciting, but it's also got a vulnerability. He's talking about his shyness until he drinks, which I think is a very real topic for a lot of people, young and old, feeling like this social anxiety and then drinking to kind of get over that. My number 2 is Benjamin. I just think this is a great song. I love the last 30 seconds of it. My top 10 last 20 seconds in Eurovision history. Like, I love that last 20 seconds. And then my number 3 is Kuumaa, who really caught me off guard with their lovely, timeless, nostalgic man bop. I don't know what it was. So really, really great job to UMK. It is definitely one of the national finals that I will continue to look forward to the most every single year. Absolutely brilliant. Let me know who you like in the comment section down below. Who's your favorite? Who do you want to win? And thanks so much for watching. See you in another Eurovision reaction video very soon. Goodbye. Blah, 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 blah.